This is a very different video to the content that I usually make. I feel so bad that it has been this long because I've been trying to plan to make this video, but there's been so many other things going along. The Valentine's Day collection dropped and there was so much work for it. So I'm so sorry that there was a delay in getting this video out. Anyway, 2 weeks ago, I asked you guys on my personal account on Instagram stories to send in your questions in regards to Pinkiessweeties and the business, and I will answer them in a video. Initially I was thinking of just making a TikTok video, 2-3 minute kind of style, but then I had a ton of questions sent in and I thought, why don't I just make a YouTube video? 2024, last year, I made a few videos on YouTube and I kind of fell off, to be honest. Posting YouTube videos, a different kind of ball game, and you have to dedicate a lot of time towards it. Can't make any promises, but I do hope to make some more YouTube videos this year. I post a lot of shorts, but in terms of long form videos, I don't do that much of, but I will try. So if you do want to see that, please let me know. Without spending any more time waffling, I'm going to answer some of the questions. I've got them on my little phone here. How do Pinkiessweeties start? They started in January 2020, so it's been 5 years. What? So it was me and my friend at the time. We were thinking of ways to make money. I was at uni, I was struggling, I was in overdraft, so we just jumped on it. Let's get these cellophane cones, let's buy some sweets in bulk, fill up these cones. Both of our parents had businesses. Set up a little box and just sell the sweet cones for £1, £1.50, and that's what we did. We got really excited initially. We met up, we filled up the cones together and we started to sell them. We were making 40, 50, 30 pounds a month. It was hilarious. It was something that we were excited about, and I think that idea of entrepreneurship was exciting. This was going on for a few months and my friend got busy with schoolwork. I started to get really excited about the idea of running a business. I was studying architecture at uni. At this point, it was first year uni and I was a bit uncertain about my degree. And so I started to take more interest into the business, and at this point my friend said, you know what, you go for it, you're passionate about it, just carry on with the sweet business, and that's what I did. Long story short, I started posting videos on social media. I had no idea what I was doing. I was doing themed cones for Halloween with loads of orange and black sweets, Christmas red and green sweets, and I was doing this for like a year and I had no idea what I was doing, but I was just posting photos and videos all across social media of these sweet cones. I actually didn't get sales for months and I was posting consistently, and I think it was because a lot of people thought online businesses at that point in 2020, 2021, they were a scam. E-commerce, selling online and websites wasn't as popular as what it is today. So I learned how to make a website, I learned how to make videos. That's basically where it all began. But the next question is, what made me quit my 9 to 5 to pursue sweets full time? While I was at uni, I was working 3 part-time jobs. My degree was actually fairly easy compared to some people's degrees. It wasn't actually that demanding, to be honest, and that is honestly why I was able to juggle so much, and I just really started to love the idea of making money. I used to do loads of overtime. I remember doing 14-15 hour shifts at one point, but I miss Mackies so much. But anyway, fast forward to after my degree, I graduated and I was so grateful because I secured a 9 to 5 architect job pretty much straight away. I was working at my 9 to 5 for about 3-4 months, and then I really started to get that itch. I wanted to leave my 9 to 5 so I could focus on the sweet hustle full time, but I knew financially I wasn't really at the point where I could leave my 9 to 5. Sales started to increase with Pinkies, but it was still very hot and cold, on and off. Yeah, I decided to just quit. If I'm being honest, it wasn't that I was making more money, it wasn't that I was seeing crazy results with Pinkies or that I had a clear vision of where I saw the business going, but I just knew in order for me to focus on it, because I knew I wanted to from my heart, in order for me to focus on the sweet hustle, I had to leave my job that was taking so much of my time away. Because what I was doing with my 9 to 5 is I would leave work, I would get to my storage unit at 6 o'clock and be there till midnight, sometimes later, and then sometimes in the morning before my 9 to 5 job. And I tell you, it was no joke. Oh my god. So yeah, I gave in my notice letter and I worked 1 more month and I left in February 2023, and since then I have not looked back. Third thing, what is the hardest thing about running your own business? Woo! Having all the responsibilities on your own shoulders is no joke. Up until a couple of months ago when I had my first hire, I was doing everything from content creation, marketing, email, admin, fulfilling orders, packing orders, making boxes, making £5 candy scoops, picking mixes, making mystery boxes, managing finances, tracking finances, account manager. I don't even know, the list goes on. You have to keep on top of it. And it's not like how it was at my 9-to-5 job where I could just switch off after work and I can relax for the evening. It's not like that. It's something that I need to do for Pinky. I know I have to go bed early. There's a lot of responsibilities and a lot of pressure on your brain. Sometimes you get demotivated or you've maybe feel a bit burnt out. I feel like, okay, I need a little bit of a break, but then you can't have a break because you're trying to build something. I'm trying to build a business, make it sustainable and trying to turn it into something impactful in the future. That's not possible unless I work at it 24/7. To summarize all of that, I would say juggling everything, especially as a small business owner, is incredibly difficult. It's no joke. But also another thing I would say is scaling the business and just trying to figure out exactly what to put your energy and focus into, what things to prioritize. No one's telling you what to do. I haven't got a mentor. I haven't got investors that are giving me advice. No, it's all me. I have to decide what things I need to prioritize in January, things I need to prioritize in the summer, in the winter. So to answer that question, juggling everything and scaling and figuring out what direction and things I need to focus on are probably the two main things that I struggle with. I think this is the fourth question, right? This I love. Was it hard to put yourself out there at first? What I'm going to take away from this question is in terms of social media, because my face is very out there, so I think this question is aimed towards that. So yes, it was really difficult to get my face out there first. I talk in videos now, I show my entire body, and then sometimes I just show my face. I'm talking to the camera and I can do it at a point now where I'm comfortable, I'm confident. When I started making videos in, I think it was 2021, I was getting the ick of myself. I couldn't show my hands. I started wearing gloves. I couldn't do talking videos. I couldn't listen back to my voice when I was editing. I used to cringe at everything. But I knew at that point the video ideas that I had, I knew I had to put my face in them, and it was one step at a time, literally. It took me months. Every little step took me a few months to put my hands in videos, voiceover, show a little bit of my face, to show my whole face, and then to start speaking in videos. It took so many months of consistent content to get to that point where I was comfortable in front of the camera. I do actually get that question, even from my family. They say like, you're so good in front of the camera, but no, I was not like this. If you scroll on Pinkiessweeties page all the way till 2021 or 2022, you'll see that I wasn't acting like myself, and I was so bad at putting myself out there. I wasn't showing my true personality because you're just so scared, because you're just in front of a camera and you're like, whoa, I don't know how to act. How I just think about it now is, think of it as you're talking to yourself, or you're talking to yourself in the mirror, you're talking to your friends. Don't think of it too much, just do it. I'm going to end on this question because I think it's hilarious. Do I eat the sweets all day? Now, let's get this myth out the way. I might run a sweet business, but this does not mean that I'm sitting there and munching on the sweets all day. In fact, when I first started out a sweet business, and I remember going to the cash and carries and picking out all these sweets, and half of them were things that I wanted for myself. I hold my hand to that. I was munching on the sweets a lot more, but I think as time's gone on, and I've seen so many different funky sweets from around the world that we've managed to get our hands on, at this point I just walk past the sweets. I have a massive sweet tooth, but I can control myself. There's days when I'm at the unit the whole day and I haven't touched one single little sweet. And by the way, I am doing no sweets and chocolates January. I was gonna say no sugar January, but that's a lie, because I'm still having Coca-Cola and I'm still having lemonade and I'm still having sugary drinks. But sugary drinks are not my problem. I just wanted to do this to myself for January, just to see if I can hold off from and have the self-control to hold off from sweets and chocolates. And I'm 2 and a bit weeks in now, and it's been difficult, but I've been doing it. But anyway, that is me done. I'm just going out to get some food with the fam. There are a few other questions, but I'm going to leave it there because I don't want this video to be too long. I'll either do a part 2 if you guys want to see that, so please let me know in the comments, or ask me some more questions in the comments and I can also answer those. And that is it for now. Bye.